vertical feed pans.
Mud holes are super important during these super hot days to make sure that these guys have a cool place to get to. This is one of our better mud holes because it's in the shade a lot during the day, so we don't have to fill this one as often. But we're going to get it filled up for ease of use for the pigs and for ease of us in the days to come, so we don't have to fill it on a day when we are busier. On the other side of this pig pen, we have a gate that actually goes into our neighbor's yard. They're an older couple that no longer picks their own apples and have given us permission to pick their apples until our orchard is up and ready to go. So Zach's over here and he is sorting the apples by the ones that I'm going to use for apple butter, and then ones that we are going to feed the pigs. Our pigs usually get apples for about 3 to 4 months out of the year. Finding any good ones?
Yeah, there are a few.
I just heard another one drop.
Oh yeah. It's got a little bad spot, I guess, you can cut out. You don't use it if you're a pig.
So that's the great news, guys. We can do like this, and then I can have a good bucket and a pig bucket, and nothing goes to waste. So even though we're picking them off the ground, it's okay. The ones that are on the tree are just not ready yet. So there's no point in picking those. It's hard to even find on the camera, but there one is right there. So this tree is actually loaded with them, but they're still green, but they're already starting to fall. So that's why we are collecting them, so that nothing goes to waste. I walked right by this beauty 2 seconds ago. Look at that mullein plant. Absolutely gorgeous. Just sold some mullein tincture at a booth yesterday, and it went over okay. But that's the thing with most of our products that we sold, even if we don't use them, or don't sell them, it's okay because we're going to use them. Looks like this watering hole is just about full. Time to move it to the next pig pen. I recently upgraded our water hoses to all have these quick connect fittings with a shutoff valve. Absolutely amazing. So this allows us to shut it off right here at the hose, and then this quick connect will connect into our sprayer hose or connect into our garden with our ground watering system. And it's just a simple quick and slide to disconnect, click right on. It makes this really handy to have when you're dragging hose all over the ranch. So just quick tip for you, these great. I've had really good luck with this brand. So the pigs back over yonder only have about 3.5 weeks left here at the ranch, and then they'll be headed off to freezer camp. Meanwhile, the ones over here have got a few more months to go before they will go to freezer camp. The one on the right, closest to us, is actually one of our future breeders. So she's about a month older than the others in this pen. And naturally, Berkshires, the full Berkshires, are just going to be a little bit smaller than the Duroc Berkshire crosses we have in there. The ones that were behind me are actually a large black red wattle cross. And we'll be keeping one of those as a breeder as well.
I think they liked it better when I sliced them up.
Oh, they like their feed. Just evaporating this water about as fast as we can fill the holes. So this is a big chore right now here at the ranch. Just making sure everybody has cool, maybe not even cool, just mud. Whether it's cool or not, they don't care. They just need a way to get protected from the sun. Pigs don't sweat, so they need to put sunblock on. They can actually get sunburnt, and mud is their sunblock. That's Miss Reba right there. And that's one of the Duroc Berkshire crosses. That feels good, don't it, dude?
Don't forget about feed. Oh, that's... I see what he did there. Took a shortcut.
Hey, he's going over to see if Doc and Mabel have feed.
Yeah, instead of walking all the way around the barn, he just flew up on the roof and walked across.
These are our farrowing pens that we're actually going to put the pigs back in here for a little bit to have them take care of all of this. I came in here with a weed eater and knocked it down the other day. But part of the reason you see a lot of tall plants still is, number one, some of this was flowering, and I wanted to allow pollinators because we have a bunch of volunteer tomato plants. So all the little yellow flowers are all volunteer tomatoes. Whether or not we'll be able to get any tomatoes off of these is yet to be determined. I'm not watering them. I'm not weeding around them. I'm just allowing the pollinators, as you can see, are still flying around in here, to come in and see if we can get anything. We also have a volunteer watermelon over in this area on the other side. So we have, I don't know, probably 20 to 30 volunteer tomato plants in this area, and a volunteer watermelon. We also have a volunteer corn plant that is growing up. That's what's growing just right up there. So we're going to let the volunteer plants go as long as we can. I'm thinking about transplanting the watermelon though, because I know we won't have watermelons before we need to move pigs in here. And the reason we're going to move pigs in here to get this knocked down is because I believe that Mabel, who is our adult breeder, that's our boar. Mabel's down in the mud hole. I believe she is bred. So we want to make sure that these farrowing pens stay in decent condition. We don't want them overgrown, but we don't want them too trampled down. So we'll just rotate pigs in and out of here as needed to make sure things stay fertilized, green, but not dirt, for when our next round of piglets are born, which should be in a couple of months, probably. You think I got something? You think I got something? Hello, Miss Mabel. Yeah, she's starting to round out down in this area. She can, I don't know if you can see, I'm just used to our pigs, I guess, but she did look like this, nice and flat on the sides. And now she's just rounding out just ever so slightly. So haven't seen her go into heat in a little while now, so fairly certain she's already rebred. They can both fit in that big mud hole as you saw, but we make sure this little one up here is full form too.
Rub dry up on this barrel and just knock the whole thing over full of water. 55 gallons of water, knocked it over like it was a paperweight. Don't you do it either.
Mabel did?
Yeah, she walked right over and you can see the mud rub mark. She just knocked it right into this corner like it wasn't nothing.
Mabel.
She laid down in that and flopped around and knocked all the water out on the ground.
Mabel, why'd you do that?
You can.
Because you're a bougie pig. You're a bougie pig.
Like, they're getting docked right in the scratchy area and he goes back and forth on the water to get it where he wants it.
Like behind the shoulder blade, please. These are our grow out rabbits in our, what we call our rabbit condo. And they're all coming downstairs to eat some of this fresh grass I picked for them. So we have 4 in this current pen. Stay in there, little one. So in the summer months, so to speak, I try to feed them as much fresh grass that I possibly can. Saves on feed, and they really enjoy it. These are our breeders over here, and then I do have these 2 grow outs over here, and I need to go ahead and get them some grass. This is what the car looks like after you do a booth. So I've got a lot of work to do to get this unloaded. But Zach's gonna help me with the Blue Eddy because it's pretty heavy. We'll get that put in the wagon and I'll get it down to the barn and get it rehooked up. At the end of our driveway, the very end, we had somebody take out our mailbox. So that's what's sitting on top of our delivery box is our mailbox that we are now going to have Zach take a peek at how we can rig it up. We have plans to make it more permanent. This is the second time we've had to repair our mailbox. So we're hopeful to get an actual steel pole put out there, which is what the gate is on, so that we don't have to have anybody take out our mailbox anymore. Come on, Biggs, you stay with me. Good boy. This is our new farm dog, Biggs, and he's been working out real great. He's not quite trained up as where Titan was, and we've lost about 7 chickens due to not having a livestock dog, so hopefully we can get Biggs trained up real quick. Only got 1 egg today and maybe 1 in progress. So us losing 7 chickens to a predator last week really hit us in the egg production. So we're looking at getting some additional chickens and possibly some additional ducks, because it would seem that out of our 7 ducks, we have only 3 females. So the way that you're supposed to be able to tell females from males is the females have a very pointed tail and the ducks have a square tail. So currently, out of all of these chickens, there are 5 roosters and 4 drakes, which is not very good on the egg production cycle. So I'm looking at getting some additional of both very soon, but I'm pretty particular about sticking with the Muscovy duck, and I'm not real particular on the chicken breed. I don't want any more roosters because I've got plenty of butchering that needs to happen as it is. As far as our garden goes, tomatoes are doing real good. Lemon balm down here is starting to suffer a little bit. Tomatoes are doing so good that I have these tomato cages that are just plastic that I tried out this year. And I don't know if you can see in there, but they're just like little triangles. Here, right here. Little triangles that go up, and they're probably 4.5 feet tall. And these cherry tomatoes said, "Here, hold my beer." I tried turning this one into a teepee. That didn't work either. The chickens completely destroyed my green beans. And my peppers have seen better days, although we are getting some peppers. In fact, today I'm probably going to be able to make some salsa with the amount of tomatoes I've gotten. So potatoes, we've gotten about 50-50. Our Jerusalem artichoke over here in these pots is doing really well. It's my first year doing that. So excited to have that additional crop. And our blackberries are still doing really good up there at the baby rail. And then I've got some herbs and some more tomatoes in these raised garden beds out here. This is our new kitten we found on the side of the road a while back. We named him Vigo. He's living outside full time now, has been for a couple of weeks, but he is full of piss and vinegar all the time. We were down here weeding around the asparagus, and he decided it was playtime.
Feisty little dude. Good.
Gonna be a good mouser.